And guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I'm up here for my live review of this week's episode of NXT UK, the April 24th, 2019 edition of NXT UK. The second episode took place at the Brooklyn Pier 12 in Brooklyn, New York at WrestleMania Access. Of course, I was there. WrestleMania Access, I keep mentioning, the day after WrestleMania, but I don't really get to sit down and watch any of the matches, even though the day I was there, the Worlds Collide tournament was going on. Overall, I thought this was just an average show, really. I mean, nothing really awful happened, nothing really, too spectacular happened. It was just one of those exhibition shows that felt like, showing some talent. As I do feel, the NXT UK, brand should definitely, at least, have more moments where they do come over to the United States, like for a Big Four pay-per-view or something like that, like for Rumble or SummerSlam, or even Survivor Series weekend. They should come to the United States and do a few tapings and for the UK. And also, like I keep saying too, like some of these superstars should even get some time on just regular NXT also, because again, like these guys, people us over in America don't really know too many of these superstars too well unless you watch them on the WWE network. And of course, like you say, with how many shows there are on the network these days to watch for WWE, this is kind of like a back burner show. But I did say the reaction that we got from tonight from the crowd, I thought was definitely better than what we usually get, for most shows for NXT UK that have been in the United States so far. So I'll give them that. Other than that, most of these matches I felt were just, just showcase some talent, basically. Nothing really too spectacular really happened, though. But some solid matches, but I still thought it was just more just like an average to decent show, I felt. So the show opened up with a match with Cassius Ohno taking on Ligero, just targeting these people for, thinking that it's basically thinking he believes that he knows better than them, basically. Of course, he did that with Travis Ashton Smith when he first came in. He did the Travis Banks last week in a pretty good match there, but Ohno lost then. But this week he faced off against Ligero, and he won. And a decent hard-hitting match after he twisted the mask of Ligero. That way Ligero couldn't see and hit him with his rolling elbow to the back of the head. So again, I'm not sure what the serious long-term plans for Cassius Ohno is. He's going to be just a scrappy veteran putting people over at NXT UK again. But, I do still hope that he definitely gets some type of a more serious, push some point down the line, because I feel like he does deserve it. I mean, I don't know if he's ever going to go to the main roster or anything, but, maybe he's just maybe just an NXT guy, just be a scrappy veteran, rag up some wins, but put over the people who need the wins more in the long run. So that was not a bad match there. We had a backstage interview with the Irish Ice, Jordan Devlin, trying to talk in an Irish accent there, talking about how next week he is going to have a match with Walter, the UK champion, even though it's going to be a non-title match. But he says that he doesn't care about protecting the future rematch between Walter and Pete Dunne. He wants to earn a title opportunity against Walter, because you can never bet against the ace, as he always says. So I don't know, maybe if he's going to mention like triple threat or something like that with Jordan Devlin, Walter, and Pete Dunne, because I still keep saying, like Devlin's been built up very well. I feel like one of the top 5 stars they've been built up on the UK brand. I gotta say, aside from Mustache Mountain or whatnot, I feel like he's at a point where it's like, where else do you go with him besides the main event scene in NXT UK? So like if they want to start getting involved in the title picture, then by all means go for it. Or as I keep saying, maybe you throw him on 205 Live, give him some time over there. It's like he'll definitely thrive on there. But we'll see where it goes. So next we're going to get a match with Walter and Jordan Devlin. But again, the title will not be on the line. So we'll see how that goes. We had this little promo from Toni Storm that I really liked. She basically just, introduced us once again to who we are, reminded us, but she also, put over the other women in the NXT UK division, such as, Rhea Ripley, Zaya Brookside, she mentioned, Piper Nevin, who just came to NXT UK, and a few others as well. Basically, just putting them over, kind of getting the crowd to hype up again. Just a promo I feel is necessary to have, like over the show like this again, and an American audience to get their attention. Say, hey, come watch us. It was basically like a hey, come watch us promo. We have some great, some great, things to show in the ring for sure. As she's had some not bad matches with Rhea Ripley. I wouldn't say they've been the best ones I feel she could have, but not bad. I thought her match last week with Ginny was pretty good. I was impressed with that. And so again, honestly, I don't know who's going to be next to the challenge for the UK women's title. But after she's leaving, of course, kind of basically, hey, come watch this type of promo thing. Out came Kaylee Ray, which you could see that she basically said to her, "Did you forget about me?" And she came out, which I still feel, Kaylee Ray could be a challenger someday soon, and a possible candidate maybe to eventually dethrone Toni Storm. I don't know. I'm so sorry that maybe it'll be more so Piper Niven be dethroning Toni Storm. We'll have to wait and see. But Kaylee Ray took on Xia Li of NXT. Basically, just a match that have Xia Li eat a pin, but to put over Kaylee Ray. It was average, what it was, but gave Kaylee Ray another win. And again, we'll see where she goes going forward. This fellow Scots woman as well. Speaking of Scottish women, we got Piper Niven, who was being interviewed while she was doing a WrestleMania Access signing, pretty much just saying how she basically thinks that that Rhea Ripley is a bully for sure, and she's going to teach her a lesson basically. So we're going to get that match sometime soon. We also had a segment with European Union's Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner walking through, the hallways of WrestleMania Access, just pointing everything down, like the custom entrances and the things, basically things that the fans can do. But basically just cut the one's promo saying like, hey, the mat. I guess their new catchphrase is, "The mat is sacred," which definitely interests me for sure. Because again, I do like that team for sure, how great they are, and I do see a lot of potential in them in the future. But they basically just say how they can't do this stuff at WrestleMania Access because it looks like it's saying that anyone can do this. Anyone can walk around with a title. Anyone can make an entrance. Anyone can do this. Again, it's not the case. It's a privilege because the mat is sacred basically. So. Again, we'll see where it goes with what's next for them. But again, nice little promo there. Of course, we also have a segment with the Grizzled Young Veterans throwing Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan's ring gears. Of course, they almost beat them last week in a non-title match. But so it's obviously getting set up a tag title match with Jordan Williams taking on the Grizzled Young Veterans. So again, we'll see where what's next for the tag team division. As we'll probably get that match this time for the tag titles sometime soon. And then we had our main event, which was Mustache Mountain taking on Flash Morgan and Mark Andrews. Solid tag team match, I thought. Good to see Mark Andrews back since since Mark Andrews and Noam Dar had that really great match on NXT UK about a month ago. I'd say it was sometime before WrestleMania, and the match ended early because they both kind of suffered injuries. But Mark Andrews seemed fine. I thought he had a great showing. Flash Morgan Webster too. Just a different match against two fan favorite teams. And of course to pick up the win for Mustache Mountain afterwards. Of course, Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews just shook hands on it. Don't know what's next to these teams, but that's basically all we pretty much got from that as well. That's basically the show. Again, not much really to talk about. I mean, besides next week we're beginning a match with Walter and Jordan Devlin in our main event. But just an average match. Just to expose some of these guys more to the American crowd. And again, I like how that's the case, and the reactions that the Americans gave the UK wrestlers for sure, especially the promo that Toni Storm had putting over the women's division. So again, average show, but some stuff I give it a C+, but some stuff in this show I feel I need to do a little bit more often, especially with it being around the American crowd, just to get that better reaction for them for sure. But that's going to be it, guys. Again, C+ for NXT UK this week, guys. I'll be back up in a little bit later on to review NXT. I'm going to watch it now and then watch Survivor. I'll probably do NXT after Survivor, so just stay tuned for my NXT review. Hopefully I'll get my Money to Bank card predictions done maybe tonight or tomorrow. And, of course, I'll probably get my next 3 levels of Adam Project uploaded as well very soon. So, guys, once again, guys, your thoughts on NXT UK this week, give it a C+. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video, subscribe or comment on my channel, follow me on Twitter, TheManAir93, and also check out my WrestleMania Experience documentary found in the description box down below as well. And as guys, I will see you all later on for my NXT live review. So until then, guys, have a great rest of your night, and peace out, everybody.